Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crazy Kitsune Gaming with another episode of Fuga, Melodies of Steel. And, you're probably wondering, hey, why are we back at the intermission? Why do we have 20 action points again? That's a great question. It really is. And, I wish I had a good answer for you. But I don't. Honestly, I mean, really, take a guess as to what happened. Was it A, the game glitched and didn't actually save properly? Was it B, a magical space fox lady came and kidnapped the save data? Or was it C, in that I just completely forgot to actually save before, exiting the game? Now, if you guessed that it was A, then, no, this game is too good to actually have a genuine glitch. Now, if you guessed that it was B, then, I wouldn't be so angry. Because if a magical space fox lady came and kidnapped the save data, I wouldn't even be angry. Because I would just consider that a complete win. But if you guessed C, well, then now you're kind of on to something. Yeah, I sort of forgot to save the game properly before exiting after last episode. Okay, wish complete, that's great. So, how it works is, in order for the game to save, you need to hit return to title, and then it will make a temporary save data, and it will also make a more permanent save of the game as well. The problem is that I forgot to do that. Yes, the save has been cancelled, don't worry about it. See, I forgot to do that because what I did was I hit the home button on the console itself. So, essentially what happened is I hit that home button, and then how it works on Xbox is for the game to fully close, you need to go over the game, open up a little menu, and close the game from there. And I was so fixated on remembering that part of it that I forgot to just exit the game normally. So, what we've now ended up with is I'm having to go through this intermission again. So, yeah. Apologies for that. That is 100% my bad. There's no sense really, spying on... Spying? Yeah, we're spying. There's no sense spying on spilled milk, we're just gonna go through the intermission again. I'll focus on getting through it a bit quicker, not calling out every single thing I do, since, usually we start off with more action, because usually I have the intermission done by now. Taking people's land and forcing them to work, it's so shameful. That's right. Forgetting to save the game is also shameful. I will try not to do that again. Okay. So, Sheena feels great, she's had some girl talk, that's good. What else can we do on the notebook? God, everyone wants to eat, that sucks. Jin, however, the new crew member that we got last episode, he just wants to have some guy talk, and that is right up our alley. Alley? Yeah, I think I said that right. I don't know, I'm just kind of flabbergasted. Because one thing that I never like doing in games is having to redo something that I've technically already done. And that is exactly what I'm having to do today. And I'm not very happy about it. I like making stuff, only for pranks though. Okay, well make sure you don't cause any pranks that, reduce our action points or something. Alright, Jin feels great. He just got here and he already feels great. He's checked the tank out, he's amazed by it, he's happy to be here, and now he's gotten his notebook wish done. Okay, so, Hack wants to open a treasure chest in some ruins. Good, good. And also, Hannah wants to plant some vegetables on the farm. Okay. So, I will probably cut some of this out, and I will see you when we're at the expedition. But first, I must remember to pay tribute to potatoes. Oh, and also, we got a new thing we can do. We can plant carrots now. Yeah, we're really expanding the options here. Alright, I will see you soon at the expedition. Alright, we've arrived at the expedition, and I decided to bring out Boron for this one. Hack is in the team, but yeah, I've decided I want to bring Boron along. I wanna get his steps in. That's the reason for it. Yeah, I really don't like doing expeditions as Boron. Okay, no, that's an enemy right there. We need another bullet for that big boy. Yeah, I feel like Boron is so big is the issue. He's just very big, and so I think that his hitbox might be bigger. And it makes me very uncomfortable is the only issue. Okay, so there's the treasure chest. Okay, so we just need to go back and shoot the vase. That was a really small expedition. To be fair, we're still early into things, so the expeditions will be kinda short. Okay, lots of gas bottles and crystals. Not too unhappy with that. Okay, so we did get everything. Good. And that should make Hack very happy. Yeah, it's all crystal stuff in bottles and lamps. Alright, so Hack now feels great. And yeah, that's about as we've gotten all of them done that we can do. Okay then. So now we're going to go ahead and scrap fish the rest of this away. So, yeah, last few episodes have been a little difficult. You all did seem to somewhat enjoy the splitting them up into multiple smaller parts. It seems that got viewed more than the episode before that, which was just one big video. Why I'm not happy with that scrap fishing result. But yeah, it seems that overall, it was a good idea. The experiment was successful. So, I am going to continue doing that. Maybe I won't split them up into as many different chunks, but I'm definitely going to be doing that from now on, going forward. Thank you, Chick. Now, I'm probably gonna have them in some bigger chunks. I'm probably going to... Really, we failed. Well, that's just great. Okay, we still got a iron scrap. Okay. Well, that was pathetic. But I'm going to try and split the episodes up by intermission, if that makes any sense. I hope it makes sense. Also, I realized because I've had to redo this intermission, we're gonna have 2 in the same episode. I really thought, because I had this planned out in my head a little bit before this, we would only have to do 1 intermission per episode from now on. Well, sadly, because it didn't save this one, that plan will, have to not go for today. So then, oh, I should have changed the formation before I came out here. Because, you know the rule. We gotta show off Jin first. Okay, so what do we have? Just a bunch of Yaghounds. Well, that's actually kind of perfect, though, because Jin is... he's an interesting sort of flavor. He really is. I don't quite like him. I mean, I don't hate him. He is sort of a... How would I describe it? He's a sort of area of effect type grenade launcher user, which is definitely something that's a little hard to get this early on. So, am I happy with this setup? No, because I want to go ahead and build up Mei and Sheena's link together. Because I know that Mei has a high attack speed, meaning that Sheena's support effect is very potent because we're constantly getting SP with her normal attacks. So, yeah, this is probably not gonna go too beautifully. And I also remember, I like having Hack behind Malt. Okay. So things are set up. So yeah, Jin. By the way, like Sheena, he is facing the wrong way. He is facing to the left. And again, most of the characters face towards the right. So it looks very weird to have him there. So yeah, he's got a very interesting ability roster. So first up, for 8 SP, we have the Minefield. So it is a attack on all ground enemies. So what does it mean by that? So essentially a ground enemy is anything that is something that can't fly. So most of the tanks in the game, like the hounds here, these all count as ground enemies. The same thing with the Kriegsster, and also most of the other tanks that we've seen, those all count as ground enemies. But that means that it won't attack anything in the air. So if you tried to use a minefield on, like, a helicopter, that's just not gonna work. Now, he also has smoke grenades, so it can inflict smoke on an enemy, which is quite nice. He also has Bravery, which is one of those self-buff abilities that doesn't take as long to use. Like, yeah, if we use Smoke Grenade or Minefield, then yeah, his turn there up on the top bar goes way into the future, but Bravery doesn't take as much time. And he also has Flame Grenade, and yeah, we know how Flame works. It's very interesting. So, what we're going to do here is we're actually going to immediately use Minefield, because this is kind of how the game is trying to guide you into using Jin and using him effectively. Because they so conveniently put all of these enemies here, who are all going to be perfectly stunned out by Minefield. So that is exactly what we're going to do. There we go. And now they're all stunned. They also lost a good chunk of health, too. So, we're gonna have Mei machine gun this one down. Malt, you're going to fire at him. There we go. And I really thought this one might die, but I think he's gonna live pretty safely. No, he didn't! Okay. So that went about as well as I could have hoped for. So now this one is probably going to go down. Actually, wait, this is the Mark II. Have I talked about the Mark II? Because I remember. They gave us the Mark III variants before the Mark II ones. So essentially, these green Yaghounds are the next generation of the initial Yaghound model. So, enhanced offense and defense. So, yeah, target its weakness to stop its action and defeat it quickly and safely. Well, you can't really defeat anything safely in this game, but I know your meaning. Yeah, that threw me off. I'm not sure if we've talked about the Yaghound 2 yet. I know we've talked about, yeah, these guys. Don't do that thing. Oh, they're all going to attack before we can. Oh, don't do the things that I know you guys are going to do, please. They're doing the thing. They're doing the thing! You're doing the thing you're not supposed to do. Yeah, and Malta's still low level, so he doesn't have the area of effect things. Do we just defend here? Yes, actually. Defend. Because now, what we can do is we can use Minefield again, which will mean that they get to be stunned. There we go. One of them still get... Man. This game just isn't ever nice. It's never nice to you. It's never gentle. It never holds your hand. It's just, nope. It is a cold, brutal world out here. Okay. That's that wave dealt with. We've got one more, though. Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna go ahead and attack no matter what we do. So, machine gun you. Okay, you're gonna use red order. That might be a good thing, because I'm going to minefield now. Yeah, we're just gonna immediately drop a minefield on the spot. Kinda interesting concept. So go ahead, shoot him. He did not die, unfortunately. How much health do you have left? Enough to survive the next attack. So let's defend. I'm glad I did that, because that's a buffed up Cerberus shot. Wow, okay. So get rid of you. Go ahead, hit him, Malt. Please don't miss. Thank you. The delay on that shot kind of scared me for a moment. I thought, oh god, it only waits that long because you missed. Okay. So, everybody leveled up. Very nice. So, Malt is now up to 16, Chick is up to 15, Hack is up to 15, and Sheena's up to 15. Okay. Kind of had a bit of a theme going on there. Everyone is level 15. That was what was going on there. What do we get? Rough tools, basic tools. I know we needed some of those. And we found a new expedition. Shrine of the Forge God. Okay. And remember, always go ahead and explore these ruins, because this one is completely free to do. So, Hannah, Sheena, and May. I feel like all three of them need a bit higher of a level. Okay, so what's this one gonna be saying? Okay, well that's very nice and tantalizing. Yeah, just go ahead and immediately show us the chest, but give us no access to it. Oh, this is gonna be a maze one. Yep, so this is... Yep, they're not gonna be nice anymore with the expeditions. Okay, so we have a bullet. Remember, just because you have a bullet doesn't mean you should use it. Okay, so there's the key. Alright, go ahead. Nice. Now we'll go and run back over. Alright. Now then, we could immediately complete the expedition, but that's kind of how they want to bait you, because you immediately have the ability to finish it right now, but I want to go and try and get the S ranks for the extra experience. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and attack this, because we'll get a bullet in return for it. Now it's going to be a bit weird, because we don't know if there's a bullet behind this one. But we've already checked the other two rooms, so there's really... Yeah, they never make things comfy. Okay, this was the good choice. In fact, the fact that they gave us 3 bullets means that there's probably even more loot behind the initial chest room. So blow that wide open. And yes, okay, they had these 2 extra vases over here. And see, we would not have even gotten those basic tools, or that 2 pieces of crystal dust if we had just taken the easy way out. Alright, so quite a few rough tools, and I think we got a couple other basic ones as well. So yeah, everything was an S. Perfect. So, we only got 1 basic tool. That's a little annoying. But okay, Hannah's up to level 18. May's up to level 16. Good. So, yeah. But we're already kind of past the point of needing rough tools. We do need as many blueprints as we can get, so I'm not disappointed with that. But yeah, rough tools. That is not what we need, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, then. So yeah, this is a bit of an interesting chapter, because we need to get to the factory where all of the different workers have been essentially forced to start producing metal for the Burman. And it looks like we're gonna have a bit of a tough battle ahead. But if I remember much about this chapter, then they mostly just give you a lot of weak enemies that together are all a bit of a challenge. I mean, this isn't too bad of an example. So yeah, these guys are just gonna constantly be stunning us, and they're gonna be playing the nasty little game of constantly buffing each other up. Is there anything we can really do to prevent that? Problem is, Jin is the only one with really good area of effect, and we also don't have anything... We don't have any machine gun abilities, I don't think, that hit everyone. So that is a bit unfortunate, because Sheena doesn't... No, Sheena doesn't have any. I know Kyle doesn't have any. So this is just gonna be incredibly painful, isn't it? That's... yeah. So... let's go ahead and put Hannah up ahead, because we're definitely going to need healing. Intense, absurd amounts of healing. So... yeah. That's... I'm not really sure what the best solution to this is. So let's just go ahead and defend. We're gonna get our faces pounded. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't injure anyone. Oh my... I just told you! No, I just told them. I just told them, don't injure anyone. And Malt is immediately injured. At least no one got depressed, I guess. Okay, go ahead and use a double strike. Can one of these kill an enemy? Yes. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So, defend. So he's gonna do the riot grenade shenanigans. He missed that one. Watch, this one won't miss. But even though the first one was a miss, that still counts as eating up your defense, which, yeah, really sucks. Okay, there we go. He's probably gonna be going down after this? Not quite. Alright, Malt, please don't miss either of these. Because if even one of those shots misses, then they survive. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Okay. Onward to... oh, even more nasty business. So we have the armor repair drones, we have the little buffer tank, and a tier 3 Zyklon. Oh, that's just nasty, but it's manageable, I suppose? Kyle, I don't remember. Kyle, do you have any... no, you don't have any of your area of effect attacks. Okay. Just want to get that confirmed before we started tackling this. So I'm gonna focus on... no, come back. That little squirt there. Just because the drones won't be able to do anything until we start playing with the Zyklon. Okay, so he's delayed. They're going to stick on standby for a little while. Now, Malt, I really need this to hit, okay? It's just gonna try and push my buttons today, isn't it? Okay, defend. Wow, okay, you're wasting no time. Alright, what are you gonna do? Of course you're gonna use Red Order, because that was probably the worst thing you could have done. Alright, go ahead, hit him, so he should die with May's next attack. It's funny that it gives the damage buff to the armor repairing drones, because what is an armor repairing drone gonna do with a damage buff? Like nothing. There's nothing that it can do with that. It repairs armor, it doesn't do damage. Okay, are you just gonna use the Steel Tornado all day? Is that really the weather pattern? Seriously? Just raining steel? Come on, guys. Okay, Malt, I need you to just delay him for a little bit. There we go. And yep, you guys are just gonna sit there on standby. Okay. One gone. Ooh, okay. So Hannah is in hero mode. So go ahead and use a Ballad. Because we're gonna need a big heal because we still have another wave after this thing. Alright, go ahead. Shoot that drone. Now, Malt, you defend. Okay, so you're gonna Steel Tornado. He hasn't used anything other than Steel Tornado yet, I just realized. Okay, Hannah, you're going to save up that hero mode for later. Yes, I'm happy with that formation. We're just gonna save the hero mode. Okay. Now we can have options. Now we have breathing room. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep using piercing shots on this guy. Because the thing to remember about the Zyklon is... I mean, I say it doesn't have a lot of health. It's got 3,000 health. And that's with the damage we've done to it prior. But a lot of its tankiness comes from the fact that it has so much armor. So... we're gonna piercing shot him down until he eventually runs out of said armor. Okay, finally he used something other than Steel Tornado. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. That took you a long time. I knew you had it in you. Alright. There we go. Now he's starting to take some decent damage. Ooh, okay, nice hit. Piercing shot him again. Now I'll have Malt do a regular old attack. There we go. Now Jin, defend. And he's back to the Steel Tornado business. There are other things in life than Steel Tornado. I know it doesn't sound like it at times, but there are things that exist in your arsenal that aren't Steel Tornado. Oh, and also, we don't need to worry about him enraging. Because he's already buffed with Wrath, so... yeah, that does nothing for you, because you had that Wrath anyway. Okay. Alright then. So, yeah, you're gonna go down now. Pretty quickly. There we go, big cannon hit. Gets an SP back. A little bit of health. I'll immediately lose it again because he's going to attack. Yeah, we couldn't kill you in the next hit. So go ahead and defend. At least he didn't use any abilities. He's going out very quietly. Just exit stage left, please. Ooh, there we go. And how much health? Okay, yeah, no. You're gone. Thank you, good sir. We have a lot of work to do today. Don't need any delays. Okay. Well, I'm glad I saved up Hannah's hero mode. Okay. Well, remember, focus them down one at a time. Don't spread damage with when they do multiple Zyklons. That's what they're asking you to do. That's how they're trying to get you. Okay. So, you can go ahead and... Ballad. There we go. Wow, that's such a big heal. Do we want a link attack? It's really early on, so there's really no point in saving this for the boss fight. And the burns, I think burns ignore armor. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, I think burns ignore armor. It won't get applied anyway, but no, okay, it actually applied it to both of them. That's a nice change of pace. Yeah, that's gonna be a big help. Okay. Now, I've actually formed a bit of a theory on the damage over time effect and the heals that the healing drones can do. So I've had this slight theory that the damage of the fire isn't actually a set number. Because I know that if we were using this on, like, a Yaghound, it would be doing way less damage. But I think the fire actually does its damage percentage base. I think it's only like 5 or 10%, but I think it's chipping away at their actual total health. So that is something to keep in mind, that maybe fire effects on these high-level, high-tier enemies is actually really good. Because, yeah, they're taking like 500 damage a tick, so I'm definitely very happy with that. That's not any sort of damage to scoff at or anything. Do I want to defend or hit him? I think defend? Question mark? No, let's go ahead and hit him. Okay, he's got to go ahead and, yeah, he's got to auto repair. Because that's the thing that these guys can do. Okay, let's go ahead and delay you. And then we'll defend against the other one. There you go, burn yourself out like that. That's exactly what we want to see. See now, okay, sadly the fire has now worn off on him. Okay. So, Jin's hero mode. Skill attack inflicts double damage. So, any attack that is from a skill, like, you know, Minefield or Smoke Grenade or Flame Grenade, is gonna do double damage now. So yeah, let's go ahead and use that. Mostly because I want to drill down the one who's gone into Wrath. I mean, yeah, that was a fairly effective hit. Of course, he's got a Steel Tornado now. Alright, Hannah, I hope you're ready to sing again. Because that's what we're going to have you do next turn. Okay. He's going to try and hang in there. Oh, he's so desperately trying to hang in there. Yeah, he might actually full-on make it, unless I do something like this. Okay. So now their damage is gonna be... Now that there's only one of them, they have a lot less damage potential. So go ahead, defend. So yeah, he's gonna get a Wrath. So that ticks the fire. Sadly, the fire is now worn off. Okay. Yeah, not comfy with our hit point situation. Alright. Hannah, it's your turn now. I'm not even having her shoot, she's just running around frantically repairing the tank. Okay. Wow. Alright, back up to full. How much health do you have? 707. But it's 707 with 5 armor, so let's go ahead and take that down a notch. There we go. Wow. None of the hits are gentle anymore. The days of the game coddling us are gone. I mean, they've been gone for a while now. Okay, you go ahead and... Yeah, I'm fine with burning the last of Jin's hero mode. Because, you know, double damage on things is nice and all, but it's just not as good as healing your entire bar with one little action. Alright. Blam. Yeah, he's just about gone. Let's go ahead and defend. And, of course, you have to leave us with a sour taste in the mouth. Okay, that actually hurt way less than I thought it would. Okay. Ooh, he did not want to go away. Yeah, no, the game was not happy with the rank at all. Still a lot of XP, though, because of the fact that it was the most difficult route. So, Boron went up a level, Sheena went up a level, her name... Stop doing that, game! Damage up to 69, okay. Stop doing that. Jin is up to level 15, very good. And the affinity between Malt and Hack has increased. Alright. So what are the spoils of war? Tell us. Repair kits and energy cells. Okay. Lots of very high quality ones as well. Happy to see that. Alright. Normal route. Then up to the dangerous route. Okay then. And now we have a... Okay. So we've seen something slightly like this guy before. This is the Blue Hyjal, which I think means lead mound. Tank with a hard shell and high defense. It is unable to use its powerful cannon without opening the shell. When it opens the shell to use the cannon, it has no armor, so that is your chance to attack. So yeah, an armor of 5, and 3,150 hit points. So this is somewhat... We're not entirely wholesale unfamiliar with this thing, because this is somewhat like the Loreley tank that we dealt with. It's definitely not an exact replica or anything like that, but they are very similar in the concepts of how you fight them. Now, there is a little strategy that I like to use on these because its damage output when the shell is closed is very, very low. So, we have a Mei and Sheena here who are very quick attackers, and they're giving us XP with each time we hit. Same story, sort of, with Jin and Hannah, but not quite as powerful. So, when they're in this defensive mode, is actually when I try not to deal as much damage to them. I sort of save the SP for when they're completely opened up. And I'm also not going to stun him here. I will now because he's entered assault mode. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to almost use it sort of as a way to quote-unquote farm up SP. So we are going to go ahead and hit him now. But we're not going to try and actually kill him that quickly. Because, I mean, even opened up, the damage output isn't that terrible to deal with. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and use the Bertha cannon. So yeah, anytime he's closed, then we are going to take absolute advantage of that and just grab all of the resources that are essentially just sitting there on the table. So, yeah. I will use a double strike here. And then when he closes up, we'll just get straight back to sticking with the machine guns. No normal or impressive attacks or anything like that. Okay, so he's closed up again. I did not see an explosion on our side. That was kind of weird. Like, I saw the damage play out, but I didn't see any explosion. It was very strange. Alright, there we go. Get a bit more SP, more health, more SP, and we just keep on doing that. Anytime they're closed, then we don't actually focus on dealing much damage. We just maximize our actual number of attacks. Alright, so now he's opened up, and now he'll die. There we go, because I went ahead and decided that not to actually do that second cannon attack while his shell was closed. Because then he just would have been stunned into a position where he would have stayed in that defensive mode. So I prefer to leave the stun for when he's opened up. That way we can maximize the damage on them. Okay, so this is very interesting little setup they've got here. We will blast our way through it, it's just gonna be a little uncomfy. Really? Hack and Malt already have the next Link attack ready. That did not take long. I guess I'll go ahead and use it because there's a big potential of taking a lot of damage. And it will probably kill them outright before they get a big chance to attack. Pretty dang close. So, grenade launch that. I think the other one will shoot and immediately die. Jin's afraid. But yeah, they immediately got destroyed after that. Well, that's neat. This isn't so neat. Hello there, Blue Hyjal Mark III. Newest model of the Berman shell tank. It has no armor when it opens the shell, so that is your chance to attack. When half of its hit points are depleted, it will enter a state of wrath with increased attack, making it extremely dangerous. Watch out for its charged attack. Okay. So this thing has an armor of 7 and 5,000 hit points. I know that Lorelei had, I think, 8,000, but I think this is the most health we've ever seen on a non-boss enemy. Yeah, that's, somewhat uncomforting. Okay, so... May, you machine gun it. Malt, you're going to defend. And Hannah is still in hero mode. Okay. That's lovely. Okay, so skills and ballad. Because we know that'll take us all the way back up. And she still has her hero mode. That's very fascinating. Okay, so we're gonna keep using the machine gun thing. Go ahead and defend. Machine gun again. What's he gonna do? He's just gonna machine gun again, okay. Hannah, you get back here in the back. We've used her hero mode so much, because we've pulled it out when it's absolutely necessary, and so we've got to keep it for a long time. Now, Jin is afraid, so yeah, he's gonna miss. Fun fact, the resource regeneration that both Hannah and Sheena have for being support characters is based on when you fire. So even though that last attack missed, we actually still got resources back. So we're gonna defend this time because I want to get ready to stun it when it opens its shell. Like right now, I'm glad I did that. Okay, Jin, you have Flame Grenade, right? 40% chance. I played this game with Lorelei. I played the Flame Grenade game. Do I do it again? Yes. I'm gonna immediately regret it. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay. So, May, you're going to defend now. Malt, you go ahead and hit him. Let's try it again. Please? No, okay. I'm gonna stop while I'm still ahead. These things seem to be they seem to have a way lower chance of getting burned than 40%. Okay, so he's charging up. So go ahead, hit him. And now let's go ahead and do a double strike. So that's gonna stun him and deal a ton of damage. There we go. Do we defend with May? No, we machine gun. He still needs to charge up one more time. There we go. He's doing that. Now we could do something quite funny. Let's go into formation. And let's go ahead and gonna do something weird. We're gonna put Boron there. And we're gonna switch out Hack and May's position. The reason is, all three of them will get to attack before he's finished firing. So with this whole temporal time displacement, we're gonna go ahead and put the cannons in right now. So this way we'll be able to go ahead and stun him. Alright, Boron, do you have anything cool to use right now? No. Alright, cannon? Now, Malt, you go ahead and do a double strike. I just realized something though. I'm not entirely sure that we will be able to attack again before he fires. Maybe if we do Burning Trigger. If we do that, because that has a higher attack speed. Okay, good. So now we can change formation back to where it was. And we will be able to actually defend against this next attack. Okay. I was very worried about that, but our whole temporal time displacement plan did actually work. So, defend. Okay, I'm very glad I did that. Because that is going to be a big Bertha with Wrath. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. That would have killed us outright, I'm pretty sure, if we didn't defend. So I'm glad I did that. Okay. Defend. Malt, you attack. Please don't get injured. Nobody get depressed. It's just a machine gun. Calm down, everyone. Oh my god. I said calm down! That doesn't mean get knocked out. Okay. Hack, it's your turn. You get your tail in the seat, Hack. This isn't a joke. Okay. Hannah, you can go ahead and heal us up here. And there's not a lot of them left. Only 1,600 hit points. He didn't have much left. But Malt had to just take a break at the very end. Okay. Machine gun. Hannah, you know what to do. Go ahead and repair everything. There we go. Her hero mode just now ended. Alright. Cannon. And now defend. Alright. Ha. Alright, Jin, you get back up in front. That's perfect. Now you defend. Oh, I should have actually attacked with him, because I'm gonna defend with Hack too. So that we can wait for him to open up before we start shelling him. Okay. Keep machine gunning. You grenade him. That was a good grenade. Keep that up. There we go. And he's stunned. He's definitely going to die before he gets to do anything important. Oh, especially with criticals like that. And he decided to use the Big Bertha. I don't really know what the logic is sometimes. Because there was no way he was going to do that. If he used the regular Bertha, then maybe that could have been fired before he died, but there was no way he was getting away with another Big Bertha. Alright. Oh, finally Fragmented Shot. Where have you been all my life? So, new skill mastered, an attack on all enemies. So now we finally have a good area of effect cannon attack. Because yes, Boron does have Shell Festival, but I often feel like it's a bit overkill. It's a bit overkill because it's a 15 cost cannon attack. And it's quite often, a lot of the time, you just need a bare bones attack on everything. That's what Fragmented Shot will give us. Very happy to see that. May leveled up. Ooh, and Hack has unlocked Black Shell. Attack that may inflict smoke on an enemy. That's nice. There are definitely better ways to get smoke out there, but that's decent. Ooh, okay. And Hannah and Jin can now have a Link event. Good. And we have Mei and Sheena starting to get affinity. That's great. That is exactly what we want. Okay. What are our rewards? Rusty barrels and iron straps. Okay, they're heavy cartridges, breach. That's a bit better. And I was starting to think, really? Really? We just fought off top-tier enemies, and all I'm worthy of is rusty scraps? Like, come on, we gotta be doing better than that. Okay, then. So, intermission 2. So, yeah, we will need to heal up Malt. Alright. So, immediately I'm noticing that Hannah wants to expand the mess room, which means we have the ability to do that. Jin also wants to expand a facility. Oh, and so does Socks. So that one little action, that doesn't even cost action points, will make 3 of them happy. Now, Boron wants to plant something on the farm, and Chick wants to plant some fruit on the farm. So, that's at least 5 down. And Sheena just wants to have some girl talk. Okay. Okay, so we have new ruins added to the observation room. There we go, harvest results, perfect. Alright, so, Hannah, Jin, it's your turn to do some Fuga theater. Ooh, and I need to get my voice acting throat ready. Ugh, damn it! What's the matter? You seem upset. Whatever, it just makes me really angry whenever I think about the Burman. I understand how it would make you upset, but it's not good for you to constantly think that way. I'm alive today because of my anger for them. Just leave me alone. But everyone's worried about you. They killed my father. That's not something you can just forget. I'm so sorry. You don't need to apologize. I know the Burman are the ones to blame here. Jin. Okay, well that wasn't exactly the most, wholesome Fuga theater so far. But it was some Fuga theater. And Hannah and Jin's Link attack have been unlocked. Perfect. Okay, now we have business in the workshop. Yes, we can expand it. Now, everything is at its current max level of 5. Can we really upgrade everything? It looks like maybe we can? No, not quite. No, I think I've been looking at that wrong. We actually don't have the resources currently to upgrade anything. Okay, because I was thinking, well, we could expand this, but, big but, the issue with that would be that Hannah in particular wants to expand the mess room. And I'm not entirely sure, because what do we actually need? It takes our basic tools to upgrade this. All 5 of them. And it will also take all 5 of them to expand this. So we're gonna expand this for now. Even though it literally does nothing for me because I've outlawed food. Yes, I've outlawed food this playthrough. You can't stop me. This is why no one wants me as president. Okay. So that is now expanded. Mess room has been expanded. Perfect. So, Hannah feels great. Jin feels great. Socks feels great. Perfect. So that's 3 things off the notebook for free. And yeah, Chick wants to plant fruit on the farm. Okay. And Mei wants to sleep. Sure. Now, one more thing, because I know, speaking of Mei, Sheena and Mei have a Link event available. And that is exactly what we want to do. Now we just have to play Hunt Down Mei. It's a very interesting game. She's very small and good at hiding. Okay, she's right upstairs. It's not a perfect hiding place, May. You should know better. That doll's cute. What? Oh, thank you. What's her name? Her name is Bluette. Bluette, her name's cute too. You think so? I named her that. Can I be her friend too? Oh, Bluette is being a little shy right now. Maybe next time? Okay, I got it, Sheena. Bye, Bluette. Yes, goodbye. Okay, then. So, yes, Sheena's doll is actually named Bluette. She has named her doll. Don't worry about it. The real important takeaway is that Sheena and May's Link Attack have been acquired. That is fabulous. Oh, and yeah, Sheena feels great. She wanted to have girl talk. Okay, so we've gotten 4 of these done for free. Okay, I'll take it. But now we actually need to do some work, because Malt, he doesn't feel like doing anything because he's sort of just a bloody lump on the floor right now. We should probably fix that. And May wanted to sleep. Hannah, you can go ahead and sleep, and Sheena. Alright then. So now they should all be rested and healed and happy. There we go. Wow, Hannah leveled up? Yeah, Hannah leveled up. Level 19. We're getting high up there. But we need to go higher, that's the thing. Okay, so May feels great. Okay, so Kyle wants to go scrap fishing. Sure. Well, there we go. Sometimes I forget how to switch characters because there are so many buttons down there that you have to use. Oh wait, I have a link event with Chick? Really? Chick and Kyle have a link event. I did not. When did that happen? Trying to remember when that could have actually happened. Okay, well, I mean, hey, it's another episode of Fuga Theater. How could you turn that down? Hey, Shrimp, you still playing pranks on people, eh? No, you big meanie, Kyle. I didn't say anything about being mean, you little shrimp. Stop calling me Shrimp! So rude to a lady. A lady? Where's there a lady? Right here, you big meanie. There. Right here. You are a meanie, Kyle. If you're a lady, then I'm a prince. Me! Girls hate you because that's all you say! Hey, hold up. Don't go talking like girls already hate my guts or something, alright? Nah, girls don't hate me. Okay, very interesting link event there. So yay, Kyle's and Chick's Link Attack are acquired. Okay, still don't remember where I had picked that up. But we're good to go and scrap fish now. Alright, all the way over here. Malt, get off of there. You were just resting in the bed. Get off of the scrap fishing. Mom said it's my turn with the scrap fishing. There we go. Don't fail it, Kyle. That's what happened last time. I wasn't happy about it. There we go. Scrap fishing was successful. See, that's how you're supposed to do scrap fishing. You're supposed to get things better than used batteries or rusty cartridges. I probably should have said that before doing that, but alright. Kyle feels great. Now then, we'll go ahead and switch back to Hannah. Now we're going to go down and do the farming. I need to remember, plant fruit. Plant fruit on the farm. Remember to remind me that, guys. Plant fruit on the farm. Okay. Strawberries count as fruit. Apples count as fruit. Now we're going to do more moose, sheep, and cluckins, and, tribute to the potatoes. There we go. So now that is all fine and happy and fun and dealt with. There we go. So Chick feels great because there's fruit on the farm, and Braun feels great because he just wanted to plant literally anything. Okay. So, let's have a review of the notebook. So we've done everything we can do. Okay. So now what do I want to do? Expeditions are always a nice victim, aren't they? So let's go ahead and do one of those. Also, I should check the tank for random bits and bobs, like, this thing. An iron scrap. A very valuable iron scrap. I don't know where I would be without it. Observation room. Oh yeah, maybe we should observe something about where we are. Okay, gained information on the surroundings. Mining area of Shetland. A prominent mining area in Gasco, which has abundant mineral veins. Many refineries have been constructed primarily for iron production. Which, yeah, explains why the Burmen are crawling all over this place. Because why would they not want to have that? Because, they're obviously losing tanks thanks to us, so... yeah, I would want to replenish forces too. So, Shrine of the Forge God, because we can get basic tools. So that's what we're going to be going after. Hannah, May, and... Sheena? No, let's not bring May. Let's bring Sheena, and then Malt. Yes. I'm so confident in what I'm doing right now. Ah, okay. Ooh, okay. Spike trap on the floor already. Not nice. So what are we talking with these rooms? Okay, wall with bullet behind it. This room is saying rough tools at the wazoo. And this room is saying treasure chest. Okay. So we're not gonna shoot that out now. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of this room is saying, the entry hallway. Alright, dash over that. So there's the key. And there's some blueprints. Okay. Just be patient. There, all the way over there. Perfect. Now, what do we want to do? We're gonna go in here because they're playing a similar trick as last time of there's just a bullet right behind it, so there's no risk with this one. Oh. Okay, so they did that one completely differently. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure we can open up access to the chest first before blowing up those vases. Okay, so yeah, no, there wasn't any trickery going on there. We can just go ahead and shoot those open. But a lot of times, remember, they do some funky business with all that. So crystal dust and blueprints. Worth it, I suppose. It'll help us get the S rank, which means it'll all be more experience in the end. There we go. Open it up. Okay, we got 2 basic tools from that chest. Very exciting news there. Last time we only got 1. So, yeah, very nice. Yeah, that's actually quite a few things. Yeah, 10 blueprints. There's just no need for that many blueprints, but alright. Ah, still 6 action points left to use. So realistically, I should think, who am I most likely to pair up with Hannah? Of the entire roster so far. I'm having trouble thinking. Well, for now, let's just work on building up the link between May and Sheena. May has a link event with socks? Okay, that's so random. That is so random. I don't even know where Socks is. Socks, are you down here on the farm? No, not there. Okay. Alright, I'll be back when I find Socks then. Okay, there he is. He's in the control room. Why the control room? You're not... who told you to be in here? Okay. Fuga Theater Talk. Just do the Link event. Don't worry about what he was doing in the control room. Socks! Teach me about inventions! Inventions? Is there something specific you need? Let me think. I don't know. Are you just now thinking of a problem, or did you only want to invent something? I want to go home with Grandma and Grandpa, quick! That would require an incredible invention indeed. I wish someone would tell me how to create it. Is it hard to invent? Yes, it is. But why do you want to invent something? Somebody said you're a great inventor, so I want to make an invention too. Perhaps you do not know what it means to invent something. Okay then. Yeah, no, I don't think she knows what it means to invent something. Yeah. Okay. Now, back to what we were originally on, finding Sheena. I actually don't... I should really remember to, like, take a picture in my mind of where everyone is located. Because they're always, like, moving around and stuff. Okay, there's Sheena. Hi there, Sheena. I'm afraid to fight, but if we can save everyone, then yes, of course we should fight. Alright, that's a bit more affinity. My sister and everyone were captured because of me. Oh, yeah, because she's still blaming herself because, you know, she can use magic. That's not precisely your fault, though. Oop, there we go, chance to deepen the bond. Is there anything I can help with? I've never ran into this before. I know I'm pretty sure, from what I know of Sheena as a character, she would not like it if I just asked her to teach me magic. Maybe if I told her to smile for me? I think it's either gonna be smile for me or nothing now. Yeah, sure, Sheena, smile. Oh, okay. So she did really like that one. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and let's do this from Sheena's side so we can get to hear some of May's dialogue. Because I realize I don't really go around and just talk much to the crew or anything. I usually just build up affinity in combat because I'm like, oh, well, I can do it in combat, so why would I do it anywhere else then? But I then realize, you know, then I miss out on all the cool dialogue the game has. Are Grandma and Grandpa in the factory? Well, we'll find out soon. Probably next episode, because this one's coming to a close pretty soon. There we go, more affinity. This is my first time to be far away from home. Yeah, we are actually getting quite far out in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so their affinity is now up to level 4. Because the thing is, right now, Sheena is only giving 1 SP when she's behind May and May fires. If we get it to the threshold of 5, then she'll give us 2 points each time. And then we'll actually be talking about some big resource returns every time we do that. Okay, chance to deepen our bond. Perfect. Are there people in the machines we blow up? What really makes her happy is saying that no, they're empty. But I find the dialogue from saying yes, there are, and they're bad people so much more funny. So for the sake of comedy, I'm just gonna say yes, there are. Really? I don't like that. Oh, we're just ruining her childhood. I mean, she's already been in a war. So it really just doesn't get much worse than that. Okay. Well then, that is the end of the episode for today. So I will see you next episode, where hopefully I won't have to redo the intermission, and yeah, things will be all nice, fine, fun, and lovely. Now, before you go to that next episode, I would very much appreciate it if you could consider subscribing, and also maybe telling some of your friends if they've also enjoyed the game and could use some, some advice with it. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time.